So I'm not interested in really talking to any of them. But I thought about the coffee thing, and I thought, well, my entire reality is caffeinated. Let me try life without it. And it was terrible.
Yeah.
Coffee is a gift from God. Caffeine is beautiful, as is nicotine. Ingest as much as possible. And for any doctor who says that it's unhealthy, meet me in the cage and we'll talk about health. Because if I can still beat the shit out of you, then I don't want to hear your opinions on health.
Health, yeah.
Because I think I'll do just fine against any doctor who said coffee is a bad idea.
So, you talk a lot about gym. There's a lot of, maybe you'd say like top G's or like big people who have made it in life, career-wise, money-wise, who have never been to a gym. You look at like, for example, someone like Elon Musk, like quite chubby,
Yeah.
or like, for example, not like he was a good person, but like Pablo Escobar made a lot of money, big fat guy. A lot of the people who've made a lot of money. I love gym.
Yeah.
I believe it's like really good. I go almost every day.
Yeah.
But for like 2 years. But like, what about these other people who made it without?
Yeah, firstly, I have nothing bad to say about Elon because Elon's top E, right? I got to show respect where it's due.
Top G, Elon.
Yeah, he's top E. But I think that a strong body is a strong mind.
Yeah.
I think that going to the gym is important for your mental health. It is for me anyway. I train absolutely every single day. I am not on any kind of steroid. I'm not on TRT. I'm not on testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
I'm not on any kind of pill. I don't even take creatine. I don't take protein powder. Nothing. And a lot of people don't believe that about me. A lot of people say, oh, because there's pictures of me where I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I look a bit skinny in a shirt, but they look at me without a shirt on. They're like, wow, you're big. What are you taking,
You're
bro?
ripped, yeah.
What are you taking? I'm like,
what's your cycle?
Coffee, cigars, a lot of meat, and hard training.
Yeah.
And I'm 35 and I've never had a single injection in my body ever. God is my witness. And I say this on podcasts because there's some people who believe I'm not natural for some reason. And it's kind of a compliment. But they believe I'm not natural. And I say this now openly. So if I ever get busted doing these things, you can sit and call me up on it.
True.
I mean, Logan Paul is a steroid head. He's a big, I've told him before I'll fight him if he can piss in a cup, but he can't because he's massively addicted to steroids. Me and him were back and forth. It's a long story with him. And he was kind of cool. And then when the Matrix attacked me, he cucked out and became a complete. But like he's talking about a boxing match. Yeah, you have to pass a drugs test. Because if I start taking drugs like you are, Logan, I'll be an animal. I'm God's favorite, right? I'm an animal already. Imagine I was taking drugs on top. Jeez. I'd be an animal. So he's sitting there injecting himself to just get a little bit of muscle. But I never take anything. I've never taken anything. And I say that God is my witness. So I just train hard. And I only train for maybe 45 minutes to an hour each day. Every single morning is one of the first things I do. I wake up and I train. And what's amazing is I never feel like doing it. Bro. I never want to do it. I wake up and I have work to do. My phone's going off. I got a busy day. I have to do stuff. I'm in a big mansion. There's a Lambo outside. Yeah. There's a nice pool. There's 3 chicks in bikinis chilling. Yeah. They're like, hey, breakfast is ready. And I'm like, nope. I'm going to train. And I don't want to, but I still do it because that's the part of being a man. It's doing what you don't want to do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. So I want to ask you now. Give me a few stories. I love your stories. Craziest story involving a girl, craziest fight story, craziest thing you ever saw, and the last one, if you can give me a crazy story which you've never mentioned before, ever.
All my stories are very long. That's the problem. They're all like they're all like 30 minutes
They're
long.
podcasts of their own.
They're podcasts on their own. What was the first one?
The first one was craziest story involving a girl.
I've told this story before, I think somewhere. You have to find it. It was when I first went to Romania, I was in a town called Constanta, and there was a girl there who I met who was truly beautiful. She was Ukrainian. And to tell the story properly is so long. It takes half an hour to get the context.
Oh, should we skip that one then?
No, it takes half an hour to get the context. But basically, it's the story of how